All right, we're about ready to get started here. It's about the top of the hour. No, we've got a few more logging into the webinar, but we're going to want to get started. We got lots to share with you today. Thanks everybody for coming. This session will be recorded, and I believe you'll all have access to the recorded webinar that will be shared. Let me welcome everybody. My name is Eric with Agent Web Coach. I'm a guest coach trainer here on the session here today. I've been invited to come and to share what I know, how I know it, helping real estate agents to leverage RealBird, help you market yourself, your listings, and your ability to help people sell their home. All those things can be done with the RealBird tools. More specifically, asked to talk about targeting for buyers and sellers. Welcome, Gabe. Thanks for being on the call. Gabe's with us, one of the owners and developers of RealBird. Good morning, Gabe.
Good morning, everybody, from Redwood City, California. As you know, we have fires again, like last year's, and it makes for beautiful skies here. And the sun looks like in evenings like Tatooine sun, but hopefully we're gonna get over it easily. There's nothing like it. There's no fires in the Bay Area, but they're all over the grasslands. And there's always something in the U.S.
Oh yeah, it's hot. It's hot, and it's been hot everywhere the last few days. I'm up in northern Utah, and we got about 4 or 5 fires here around us. So be careful out there. And they still shoot off the crazy fireworks. You don't have to go to the stadium shows here to see fireworks. Everybody's got them in their front yard and backyard. Aerials that go 150, 200 feet tall for like $5. I can't believe it. But enough of the fireworks. This is a topic that Gabe asked me to share and talk about, and I'm going to be honest with you. We probably won't fit it all in, that everything that fits inside that topic, but at least we can get a foothold today, and we could talk about getting a foothold in targeting buyers and a little bit about sellers. We can start with Facebook, and we work together, twice a month on these webinars, usually the first and third Friday of the month. We're here at 8 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Mountain, 10 o'clock Central, 11 o'clock Eastern. We want you to be successful leveraging these tools. So thanks for being here. I know that what tends to happen is more people, 3 to 4 times more people will actually view the recorded versions of these webinars than those that are live. So we're grateful for those that are here live with us today. Hopefully I won't confuse you. My job is to teach and empower and say, my goal is, if you can say, hey, I can do that, that's a success to me. So when we talk about RealBird, it used to be the days that if you want to do advertising to people you don't know, that is, could market to your haven't mets, right? So they see your services or what you have to offer, your listings and such. That Google was kind of the only way. You could place Google, obviously Bing, you can place ads in Bing and Yahoo, but Google, for up to about 6-7 years ago, was the place you had to go to market your services to people you hadn't met yet. And Google still is restrictive in that basically you can choose keywords to help place your ads, your offerings in front of people you don't know, and you can basically still kind of just choose localized marketing or national or international view perspective from Google's views, where you're going to put something in Google to advertise in front of the basically it's a geographical demographic, those demographics, geographical categories. And it still is that way. The difference is you get to do it by keyword, so you can choose keywords that will hopefully match the search, what people are looking for. And obviously if you know the keywords, maybe say if you're marketing a listing, you would be talking about the geographical area, or the type of home, or the type of services that you provide. In other words, your categories of it's really knowing the keywords, and I'll put that next to that keywords here. It works really by keywords more than demographics and categories, but keywords are the key. So that is if you can get in the head of the person that you want buying what you have to offer, and you know what keywords that are in their head when they're searching for things on Google, hopefully search what you're looking for. You got to really get in their head and see what's their trauma, what's their pain, what keywords were they used to describe that pain or what they're looking for, and you can target by keywords very, very well using AdWords in Google, and do very well. The difference is to advertise in Google listing or your services. This could be anywhere from, I think really I'm going to say 0.0075. So 75, let's say 0.075 cents, okay, to, and I've seen this on some areas, nicer areas, where there's a lot of competition. I've seen it go as high as $5 to $7 a click. Now that's a click, not necessarily an impression, but a click. Now there's some other parameters in marketing inside Google, but I found out through Facebook and marketing for my clients. I have ongoing clients that I work with, help them market themselves, their listings and their services. I've seen my clicks get as low as 15 cents to, well, it can go, if you're building an ad where you're marketing something inside Facebook and you're tying it to a lead form, that is not just having them look at what you have to offer, but actually fill out a form with their name, their email. Yeah.
Sorry, there's a problem with the client version of Webinar Jam. It's out of focus. It's out of focus for me too on my client.
Okay.
It's okay in the presentation room. But
do I zoom in? Would it be better for me to zoom in a little bit?
Yeah, if you could maybe zoom in so that, and then we're gonna send out. We can't disconnect this because otherwise everybody has to reconnect.
Okay.
It's kind of like awkward here, but we will send out also the presentation by email to everybody later. But if you could zoom in, that would be a good idea.
Let me try that.
Read the text and stuff. This has nothing. Guys, this is a Webinar Jam issue. It's the first time I see that. If you reconnect, then for a short while it's sharp again.
It's
and
good, huh?
It gets fuzzy.
Okay. I'll just make what I got a little larger here.
Make it a little bit larger. Make the words a little bit larger, and then we'll see if the recording is going to be okay, because that's a YouTube function.
Okay, so hopefully you can see that. I know I'm diving in some nitty gritty, but it's just to give you a little focus. And when you're going to be promoting outside of your own website, I'm going to tell you that Facebook, is that a little better? Do you think that's a little? Well, we'll get some response. We'll get some view as us as the presenters.
Yeah, actually, at least we can read it this way. Yeah, okay. This is okay.
So when you want to advertise something inside Facebook, if you're just looking for clicks, likes, and to have, basically to have your ad put in front of people, they don't have to click on anything, but they can view it. That could be as little as 15 cents a click, or even less than that for a view. If you're setting up your payment by that. But if you want to create an ad where you're adding a form to it, where you want a name, an email, and a phone number, that could be anywhere from $2. I'm going to say $2 to $8 to $10, depending. And obviously, you're getting a name and a phone number and email tied to that. So that could be, that could be worth paying. If you're going to get, this with Google, that's a click. That's just a click, and that click can be $5 to $7. So my money's myself. My experience has been my money is on Facebook. You can do so much more. And look, I gotta show you this. This is and I'm zooming in here a little bit so that you can see this. This is a sheet to show you all the demographics and custom audience and categories and demographics and interest and behaviors that you have to be able to choose using Facebook ads. Now, are things changing in Facebook? Facebook's been in the news in the last 2 months, 3 months, and to where some of these things where Facebook builds their audience that is the categories, demographics, and data that you have to choose from to use to customize an ad. Some of those things are changing. Some of the things like it's probably going to go away in the next couple months because they're, for example, Facebook buys Experian data to get this type of information: net incomes, net worth, and liquid assets. So anyway, so still tons of other demographics that use, and we'll talk about today. We're going to actually go in and create a custom audience, and I'm going to show you how to place an ad in Facebook and how to set up an ad and how to set up an audience so that you're targeting to the right people. This is something you cannot do. Nowhere near do this in Facebook. Okay, and by the way, I'm happy to share this infographic I have. This is a great one that I found. It just really some of it'll blow you away how much Facebook knows about you, but basically what you've looked at, what you've clicked on, who you're connected to. But it's for us as marketers, because as real estate agents, that's what we are. We're marketers, right? It can benefit us, and I'm glad we have it. You can use it for good or use it for evil, I guess. But and I'm happy to share this graphic with anybody. You just have to email me when we're done here. I probably already moved past that's webcoach@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to share that graphic with you. Anyway, so I jumped right into targeting, how to target buyers and sellers using RealBird Facebook. Now, we talked a little about Google. I'm going to tell you right now, we won't get to Google today. And, we can say that for another time. But my money is on Facebook, and I want you to get enough out of this, 50 more minutes you're going to have with us so that you can come away saying, hey, I think I can do that. Okay, so anyway. So RealBird, we talked about, we've talked about before about RealBird being really a toolbox. Half of the toolbox is listing publisher. The other half is the property search. I'm going to tell you, most people use more of the listing publisher than they do the property search. Most of my clients use the property search in a few different ways, but listing publisher, that is the ability you have to be able to create single property websites in sold, active, pending status. So you can see that that we have a lot of opportunities to basically promote a listing. And so what you want to do is here. I'm actually in Steve. He's from Austin, Texas. Steve Adams, and he has a listing that is coming soon. This is a really beautiful contemporary condo on the lake near Lake Travis. It's got its own boat dock for the community. It's got a vanishing edge pool. I mean, it's really a beautiful place. And when I want to use this like an example to post and share this ad, and then how would we create how would we create an audience for what we're promoting here using the RealBird tool? Okay.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
Could you maybe just reconnect
Yes.
maybe your broadcast client there is making this out
Okay.
of I don't think so, because when we reconnect, but just
do you want me to leave the room and come back in, or just disconnect my screen?
Well, don't just display your screen again.
Okay, let's see if this does it here. Let's see.
Sorry guys, this is the first time this happened. I don't know what it is.
Okay, how about now? Are you seeing what I'm seeing, this listing here?
Okay, let me see. Well,
it's still
still fuzzy.
Let me see if I can talk liberty here. Okay, we have to go back. I'm just seeing if I can get my screen a little larger for you. Thanks for being patient, everybody. We really want to share with you today this information.
There's always something with this technology. There's
and I know, and this is the first time we've had this. Okay, so I have the. Go ahead.
Maybe you could just leave the room and come back for.
Okay, I'll be happy to do that. Okay.
Or you know what? Or yeah, do that, because I think it has to do something with your.
Okay, I'll come back in. Give me a couple of seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay, stand by, everybody. He's gonna come back here into the room. It's the way. Maybe that's gonna fix the issue. Yeah, by the way, the leads that you get from the Facebook advertising are about, I just read a statistic, in general, they're about 5 to 10 times cheaper per lead than what you get from Google, and you can target better. So you may want to search for that too, because that's good information.
Okay,
All
I'm
right, so
back.
you
Can you
can,
see me any better? I know you probably have to get
yeah, let me see.
perspective from.
You like that? Why don't I don't know? Zoom in with your Control Plus on
Yeah,
your screen so people can see at least, the browser bigger.
yeah. I'm not sure that I'm not sure that I might have got it up all the way.
Oh, you might have.
Hold
Okay.
on, let me see my zoom and see if I can zoom a little more.
Yeah, if you do Control Plus.
Yeah, that's about as big as mine's going to
Yeah,
get. I'm on a 32-inch monitor here.
I see. Well, all right. Well, we'll send out okay. So just continue like this, and I know you guys can't read it, but we'll send out the recording, and hopefully the recording on YouTube is going to be clear, because that's a different stream that they get. And I see his screen clearly, so it's only the client versions that don't see it. So, anyways, sorry about that.
Okay, so we've got this listing here in outside of Austin, Texas area. All a nice area. Got this contemporary condo, and this is actually a published listing, but it is coming soon. In other words, obviously entertain offers, but they're allowed to do that in Austin, Texas, is to put in their MLS coming soon listings. That's another status, just like we have an opportunity. So we want a location. So in order to place an ad in Facebook, the type that I would probably recommend we use is you need a website. So we have the website here. I've got the website's already here to look at. And so here's the listing. So that's a location. Here, I was on the map, so we're going to get the back of the overview. Okay, so that's a link. So we want to save that link. We'll come back to that link, okay? So what I want to do is I want to come into now. You'll need to go into your Facebook page manager. I'm sorry, Facebook ad manager. Mine is, let me back up so you can see it, so I see how I got there. Okay, you can go back even more. Okay, just so I can help you start from where to go. Okay, so once you logged into Facebook, what you have to do is you'll have to set up a way for Facebook to be paid. You'll have to connect it to a credit card or checking account. And you'll click this down arrow here. I got to wait till Facebook. There's so much going on Facebook. It takes a few seconds for everything to load. Okay, so I'm touching that right there, waiting for it to come down. And we pop down. Yeah. Okay, there we go. And then this is where I manage my current ads. This is where I'd create another one. Okay, I'm going to give you some tips here on what to click. Okay. All right. So as that's loading, it's going to give you some choices. Remember, I talked about that you can pick to have what you're going to offer and share, the listing or the listing website, get likes and clicks and views, or you can have an opportunity to choose whether you want to, create a form where you're going to pique someone's interest and then have them fill out their name, email, and phone number. That you can do under lead generation. So this obviously you get more information, but you're going to pay more information. So this is basically they're filling out a form connected with your ad. Typically for marketing a listing, I'm typically using this one, traffic. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to hope that Facebook is fairer to me as I click through this admin screen. I'm clicking traffic. Now traffic, and you want to name this, and this can be a campaign, not necessarily about a specific single ad that you're going to place. So this might be home listings, because you can have several different, ad sets and campaigns underneath one campaign name. So just say this campaign name for generally, if I'm going to put home listings, I'm going to click continue. Okay, so and this specific ad set that I'm going to be set this one up for, I'm going to name it. And let's see, for since I'm doing this for Steve in Austin, Texas, I'm going to do Texas. I'll do like Austin, Texas. I want to name it because I might use this ad set again. So I'll put Austin, Texas. Austin. I'm going to put Lake Travis area because his area is really kind of more southwest Austin, closer to the Lake Travis area. Austin, Lake, Texas, and I'll put what do I want to attract? I want a home buyer. Yep. I'm just going to name that there. Okay. And there are some settings for this ad have been auto-filled. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to link back to, I want to bring them back to the website that I have for this listing, right? There's the listing, okay? That's what I want. That's what I want to connect. That's what I want to bring them back to, okay? Now, if you have the website, if you have that listing on within your website, like his website is austinhomestoday.com. I might take this listing as it sits on his website and grab that URL and use that as my website link to kind of the final destination that we want Facebook to link to them, right? To link to their with. So so it can be either the single property website that RealBird provides you, or it could be this listing embedded in your website. Okay. All right. Let's see, going back to here, okay, here we go. So, all right, so we're going to do website. We're not going to do an offer. We're going to create a new audience, and let's do custom audience. And I'm going to do Lake. He's been selling quite a few condos in this area, these luxury contemporary condos looking over Lake Travis. So I'm going to put custom audience for Lake Travis. Home buyer. So I'm actually drilling down even more, naming that. Okay. Now, if you've already created custom audiences here, you can go and say, hey, bring those demographics in, and I'll add to it or take away. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna click. I'm gonna start with location. Okay. All right. The first thing I would do is get rid of United States, and so okay. So I got rid of that, and it's gonna make me tired. Start again. Hey, Travis, home buyer. All right. I know he does golf course and luxury on the lake property. Okay. So Lake Travis home buyer. And what I want to do is I'm going to type a location in there. Lake Travis. Now some people might be, I might want to do a little broader than that. It might be more Austin, because it might be people that want to buy out. They live in Austin, Texas, but they want to buy out near Lake Travis for a vacation home, or what this is. A lot of people buy in this complex that he's advertising. They buy kind of like a vacation or getaway for the weekend. So I'm going to put Lake Travis, and I'm just put Lake Travis. Let me see if that gets me where I need to go. Let's zoom in there. Okay, and see Lake Travis is a big, huge lake. So I might go out. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Probably not. Okay, that's the wrong Lake Travis. So I'm going to start in Austin, and I can drop my pins. Okay. Okay, Lake Travis. Okay, home buyer. Okay, so I'm going to start at Austin. Okay, let's go Austin, Texas. Okay, and sorry, Facebook makes this a little small. It's hard to zoom in. Now you can see that they're part of Lake Travis over here. This is kind of where the condo is here. So this could work in here. This is obviously it's 1.7 million people. That's a lot. So what I might want to do is I might want to instead I could drop a pin. So here, let me first of all bring this back, because I do want to bring some people out of Austin. Let's go 10 miles outside of Austin. Okay, there we go. But then I also can drop a pin here, like there. Okay. And see, when you type in a location, you're giving a zoom level of 10 miles to 50 miles, right? But when you drop a pin, it goes by, you see latitude and longitude, you can get down to 1 mile, which is pretty cool. And it's going to zoom in there. Okay, not 1 mile's not going to do it. Let's move out here. So maybe there might be someone that's already living out in this area. Let's go, I'm going to go 5, see what that looks like. Let that zoom out. Yeah, that's probably a little better. So in a way, I've got 2 areas that I want to focus on for people. Now, obviously, we're still at 1.3, but we can draw this down so that we're not putting something in front of people that maybe can't afford to buy this home, or not old enough to buy the home, or be interested in this. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead down here. The next thing I want to choose is anyway, this Austin I could probably bring down a little more. No, nope, 10 miles is it for that. I'd have to drop the pin. Yeah. Let me just delete that for now. And let me drop a pin. And let's do, just so I don't have to do 10 miles, I'll do 5 miles. Okay, how much? So we have 5 miles, 10 miles. There we go, let's drop that down. So you can see I do some pretty cool targeting here, which you probably didn't think you had the option to do that. Definitely can't do it in Google. Okay, yeah, that gives a kind of more city center. People got money and they're looking to get away to the weekend to the lake. Okay. And you can add the locations in bulk too if you have multiple locations. Okay, I'm going to say that probably someone, for the most part, unless they're, live in Gabe's area, South San Francisco, and have money because they work for Google, Facebook, or LinkedIn, or whatever, and they don't have stocks to cash in, I'm going to say that probably someone probably not younger than 24, 25 would buy, would be interested in purchasing this. So I'm going to go, I usually go like 24, out of college, you get a loan, you could buy the place. But it's really, I could go at that up even higher. So you watch this drop here. This was 1.7 million. I'm down to 690,000 people as potential reach. And potential clicks a day. All right. So reach might be that it's put in front of them, measuring link clicks as they'd actually, how many people they think would actually, well, this is the reach, how many it would put in front of on a daily basis. This is how many people they think would click on, based on the demographics we've already set, how many people they think would click on it. Okay. All men and women, not a problem. Language, that's up to you. If you want to put a language in there, you can. Okay, so next thing I want to do is I want to come up with, include people who match at least one of the following. That's what I want to find. So I want demographics. That's what I'm looking for. Let me pull up my notes here if you can read them here. Okay, so far we've selected Facebook for now for buyers. Locations. This is if you drop a pin, boom, boom. You can get it down to a mile. Otherwise, if you just put a location in there, it's down to the smallest is 10-mile radius. Okay, pick an age equal to who qualify to buy that home we're promoting. Okay, now we're going to get some nitty gritty. We're going to pick some of those interests, demographics, behaviors that we found that in our spreadsheet, our infographic that I shared with you. Okay, so we're going here. So I would say that, okay, so demographics. Okay, so for example, if this is probably a second home, and probably not the first home for people. So we probably wouldn't use renters, but let's go home ownership, okay? So let's go home. So you'd start typing here. It's going to make suggestions. Home. Okay, yes. Interest of home, and it's going to kind of go like kind of breadcrumbs, okay? So within home, I want to probably be homeowners, yeah? And that makes sense. If it's a second home, like a vacation home, it's probably someone that owns a home already. Anytime in Facebook, you have to type. Okay, so I want to pick a homeowner. Now, if this was a starter home that I was promoting, I would be able to put in here, I would be able to put renters, okay? And by the way, when you're going to create an ad, say you're advertising for someone that wants to sell their home and you're marketing your selling services, you'd want to put renters in. I'm sorry, for buyers, you would want to put renters in there if it's a first-time starter home. you would use that a demographic. I would probably put maybe vacation homeowner, or someone that's interested in vacation rent. Let's see, just go and put vacation, like vacation homeowner. Okay. All right. So I've got some detailed demographics, people who match at least one of the following. So that's kind of building my categories. Okay. So interest, that would be people that would like that have been here, likely to move. That's another one that we can use, likely to move. There we go. Now this behavior right here is going to here. Let me Okay, this one might be going away. So your mail will, okay, which will no longer be available on the platform. Assuming you can still publish changes for now, but eventually you won't be able to use these items. Because remember we talked about some of these categories might be going away because they're data that Facebook has bought into. Now this gives us some other ideas on what to use instead. Here, I'll put, just so I can add here so you can see in house hunting. Okay. This would show interest people that they can tell by their behavior. Facebook knows what you do, that they may be looking for a home, or maybe I'll put second home. Let me try second home. So many categories. I go second home. Yeah. Okay. No, you don't want to dial it down too fine because then pretty soon these numbers get too small to where you're not putting in front. But I definitely would add Zillow. Yep, not the premier agent. I would definitely put Trulia. Because basically, Facebook knows when they've been clicking on things that are related to this. So it might have interest in this. People have expressed interest or like pages. This could also be like Redfin, homes.com. Basically, the behavior is they've been looking for a home, for another home. Okay. All right. So you see, you get the idea here. Then the idea is I've really drawn it down quite a bit. This has actually gone up, which is good. I liked it. This is targeting. If you're going to be putting out money per ad, or what you're offering, you want to make sure you're putting it in front of the people that are most likely to buy from you. Makes sense, right? Okay, so that one's going away, but we have some ideas on which ones to use for here, and I've marked these in my notes. I'm happy to share them. Zillow, Redfin. Redfin might not be in the area you're promoting. They're not all over the country yet. Probably will be soon. But anyway, homes.com, realtor.com. You put realtor.com as well. Okay. So what I've done now is I've added those. Let me go back to ad creation here. Now, you can exclude people. Let's see. Go ahead. Let's go ahead and exclude people. Okay. So give an idea what you can do. We can, for excluding people, those people maybe that recently moved or have a new mortgage or new borrower. Those would be things that you can exclude. So let's do mortgage borrower. So for example, if they just got a loan, they probably just got a house. They're probably not going to go buy another one. So mortgage. I'll put new in there because I think that's. So I hope this is helping you guys. I don't mean this to be intimidating. Just to let you know, I hope you get more excited about the opportunities you have online to promote. Here, like new mover, that's probably one. If we're want someone to buy another home, that's probably one we want to exclude from them. What's called new mortgage or new borrower? It's called recent mortgage borrower. That's what it is right there. Let's look at our numbers at the top here. Are we doing? No, we're still pretty good. We're still doing good. But what we're doing here is here we go. Some of the categories are going away. Everybody hit Facebook pretty hard and is dialing them down, probably for good, I guess. Okay. So you got a month or about a month left to use these. They'll give you some alternative ones. I don't want to exclude the same people we're using here, but there's some different ways that you can. Let me just put mortgage in here. I guess it's going to all be in there. Mortgage broker. Oh, by the way, this is where you can exclude also people that you don't think are going to buy your home. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe a mortgage person or a real estate agent. They took away the titles or job title profiles. Those are going away. But I think you can still do. Let's do real estate. I don't want to take away interest there. Okay, so this real estate is interest. People who have expressed interest or in like or pages related to real estate. Now that might be one you put in the include, but look right here, real estate brokers, people who are owners or employees of a business in the real estate industry. We probably don't want those people. You might not be, selling to another agent. Let's see, this is going away. No, okay. Suggestions, real estate interest in Zillow. Yeah, but they're really dialing it down, but still a lot better than Google. Okay. Okay, so these are some different ways that we can exclude people. Okay. All right. So next we want to move to? So what we're doing is basically creating an audience. So this is what we have. This is still a little broad, and we can dial it down. It's because we have 2 geographical areas that we're focusing on. That's probably why this is a little broad. I tend to have it like under 100,000, if at all possible. Maybe we can take this one. No, this is people that want to live on live around Lake Travis. Maybe they're looking to move up to, they don't have their own place, but they don't want to manage it anymore. This place has a dock, where they don't have to have their own dock. They don't have to have their boat maintain it. Okay, that's within 5 miles. Let's take it down to like 3, and let's take this down. Anyway, I'm playing with this a little bit to get, because you want a target audience. You don't want to be putting, like I said, you want your money to be spent in the wise area. I'm not sure it's changed it much. Okay. 3, enter. Yeah. And then I'm taking the, that I dialed down. I'm taking this one down too. Just bring it down a little bit, make it a little more targeted. I mean, you can put, I'm not saying you're going to waste your money, but I'm just showing you how to kind of fine tune and dial it down. Okay, it's still 230,000, but we took 100,000 people off there, and we excluded some people here as well. All right, so once we've done the ad, we can do placements, and I think the best place are obviously Facebook. You can do Instagram as well, but I'm telling you the best place I feel is still Facebook, the feeds. Okay, you can do in-stream videos. It's hard. You get a lot of people. You want people to click sooner. I mean, unless it's a really, really cool video that you're sharing as part of your ad, the feed is the best way. Feed. Okay. All right. So so removing audience network as placement may increase the cost per conversion. Audience network. Okay. You can do. This is for mobile. You can select what kind of mobile, or only people on Wi-Fi. I wouldn't worry about that. I wouldn't worry about that too much. Okay. You can get there's further things you can do here. I'm putting a kind of limit on what we're doing right now. I would say a lifetime budget with like $50 is a good place to start. I'm going to say I want to place this ad. Best time I found is to be like Thursday through Monday, or Thursday to Sunday are the best. So let's do this ad. Let's go ahead and start today, and let's end it. Let's go. I like to go 3 to 4 days at a time. So I'm going to go the 6th. We'll do it to the 9th. All right. Start dates in the past. How to do that? Okay, that's today. It's already past at 9 o'clock. So I'll go. I'll go 12. And let's go PM. Here we go. There we go. So that's ahead of us now. Your ad will run until then. Your spend up to that amount. Okay, they got some advanced options here. Okay, so there's different things. I would probably be is what I would do is right here, daily unique reach. Okay, and here you could set the bid cap, because what you're basically doing is like an auction. And now you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be an auction. It's going to drive my price up. It actually works pretty good. Okay, and then you want to run them all the time or ads on schedule. This is fine. You could actually pick the time of the day that you want the ad to show. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I've got those demographics in there. I've got that in there. Okay, those are obviously some of the advanced Okay, I'm going to scroll down here. Oh, I got my thing in the way here. Sorry, I got to move my. You see that? Okay, I'm going to click continue. Okay, I'm going to do single image. Okay, that's what I found works the best. You can add other ones if you like. You can add video. You can add slideshow or collection. But I found this works the best. Okay, we can create an image. First of all, I'm going to do is I want to upload an image. Okay. Okay, let me go here. Got to give me a second to pull up the image here. There we go. Give me a second here and I'll pull up that image. I can just grab the image off there. You want a good quality image. You do not want an image that is poor quality. It needs to be good size. Here, I'm going to grab the image off there because I'm already in there. Okay, since I've already got an image here, let's this one I guess is probably the most impressive. This one, yeah. And these images might be a little small, like Travis. Now, by the way, if I take my RealBird listing, okay, and I use the tools, this is one way to do it where you upload an image and add a little bit of description. But there's also an easier way to do that is that we can, you need a good image. Facebook is image focused. They're very visual. The image that you use needs to be beautiful. I don't know how else to say that. It can't be ugly. It's got to look dramatic. It can't have a lot of text on it. It needs to be something that's going to grab your potential visitor. And that's to benefit you and Facebook, because Facebook wants lovely looking ads. And if you have a picture with a bunch of funky, ugly looking text on top of it, it'll probably get rejected. So by the way, so you can do that. You want an image that's gonna grab people pretty well. Now, all that audience I set, I can save that audience. And then here's the easier way to do this. You can, I'm going to go on this listing here, and I'm backtracking a little bit just to show you. Okay, I want to go back to my list. There we go. Here's what's coming soon. Oh, that's the sold one. Sorry about that. I grabbed the wrong one real quick. Okay, here we go. This is my coming soon. So there's all these tools here. So I have this coming soon landing page, and that's really kind of the location I want to, if I want to point someone to. So I can do this. I can go to Facebook, click that Facebook icon there, and I can post it first. And obviously I don't want to post it on mine. I want to post it on Steve's, right? I'd go to, I don't want to post it on, nope, not private message. So I post it. And then let me go to his page, Austin, Texas Home Search. And then I would be pushing this on his website. And this is what they would see. They already grab a great picture. Coming soon in Lago Vista. That's the area there in Lake Travis. And he has it set up with his text messages so that it can click on there. Okay. And then I would say something. This is the awesome contemporary vacation condo overlooking Lake Travis with, a community boat dock or whatever. I put my description in there, and then I'd go ahead and post to Facebook. I'm not going to do that. I don't make it live. But once I do that, post it to Facebook, I'm posting it basically on his, right? I'm posting it on his Facebook page. Okay, Austin, Texas Home Search, and then once it's there, I have an opportunity to boost that post. So everything that I've showed you up to now, you can then use to create the ad that I've been showing with you. But it's basically saving that ad set and then basically using it once this is posted. Austin, Texas, Homes Search. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I've got that posted, and I can Let it post. Let it, Facebook. There's so many things happening here. It looks like a carnival sometimes to get everything to load. So I basically will post it, and it'll show up in his timeline. And then once it's there, then I can boost the post, or I can still place the ad and link it to that. Okay. So I can either see if this example, if this was the post, I can boost the post. And when I boost the post, that ad set will be there for the ad set that I've already created. I can then select that. I guess that was another way around to do that, to be able to go in through first here and have it posted for here. Although the way I was showing you is if you want to do it separately from that. But it's basically once you get into create either boosting the ad or posting the listing, it's at that part it's going to be the same part. It just depends on how the ad gets in, that you're either boosting out something you've already posted from RealBird, or you're creating the ad separately itself. But once you get to that part, then it's the same. Okay. So here I'm back in the ads manager, and this is where you if you want to create the ad, you got to upload images. They have their own library connected here. I'm just going to my image here. There we go. There's Lake Travis, and it might tell me that this image is not really high enough resolution, because you need about 1200 pixels is what you want. See, this is 640. Probably works great on mobile or Instagram, but not for this. I would probably get a bigger picture. I just grabbed one right now. So you grab an image, and then you're going to link to the website. Here, let me make sure I dial in here just to show you that there's an option, because I handle more than one Facebook page. You might have more than one, but we're going to have it tied to his Facebook business page. Okay, so there's actually Instagram and there as well. Single image. We've added an image. I can use a different image, but this is what they're recommending: 1200 by 620. Now they have a thing where they don't want you to really put your own text on top of the image. You'll have room to talk about here above and below the ad. And learn more is the best option to choose. They now have a thing where they can, hey, would you like to write some text over your image? Because they'll let you do it in their tool, but they don't want you necessarily putting writing on the image too much. Okay, I want to select the link type for your ad, and this is website. This is where Lago Vista, that's the place. Lago Vista, vacation. We're using those words because that's kind of what we're targeting. Vacation. I'll put luxury, I guess, because it's luxury. It's definitely upscale. Condo. Who knows? People are buying some of these and for rentals, Airbnb, whatever. Lago Vista Vacation Luxury Condo on Lake Travis with boat dock. You have your swimming, your boating, your fishing, your water skiing, all right there, access here. Okay, you can only do so many. It'll tell you when you run out of words. Okay, this is the part I want you to pay attention to. Website URL. Okay, so if I want to do coming soon, I can grab this listing. This is not giving a lot of information that you're linking them to. This means you're using the RealBird tool or version of the RealBird version of this listing offering so people can enter their name, email, and phone number to get more information. Or if you have your text set up, which is an add-on that you can get for RealBird, you can add this on so that people can text instead of having to fill this out. Of course, when you fill this out, you get quite a bit of information if they're using your SMS services. Okay, so I can link to that, or I could link to the overview page of this one, and this is where I'd grab this listing. Now I would probably do this one for now, and I'm going back to Ads Manager. Here we go, and that's where I'd paste that. Okay, and this is headline, and that you really want something that grabs it. So I already got Lago Vista Vacation Luxury Condo on Lake Travis with boat dock. Okay, so headline, contemporary. Okay, do you see where this is showing up here? Contemporary. What do you say? Contemporary.
Hey guys, click reconnect. It seems like Webinar Jam has fixed the image.
Oh, okay.
I sent them an email, and at least on my client version, it's much clearer.
Okay. So are we still good? I'm going to keep going. So contemporary condo on the lake. Okay. We've learned more. You can do overlay. I guess no, none of those work for me. Multiple language, not worried about that. Display link. Condo. Actually, it's looking for a link, like a real link, like another link. Link data, like a URL link, and I don't need that. I'm fine. That's optional. I don't need to use that. So maybe you want to brand it because you have a link that I mean, instead of listing to RealBird, you have this listing inside your website, and then you can link to that page. And then here you would put maybe austinhomestoday.com. Yeah, I can do that. Austin. Because all the RealBird tools you can blend into your website, particularly if you have like a WordPress website. You can blend all the austinhomestoday.com. There we go. It's further brand, and you can give more information about the link description. Don't miss out. Going fast. All right. And then you can set up a pixel, and there's lots of ways to set up. I mean, there's lots of different ways to teach you how to set up a Facebook pixel. This would be for tracking within your website. If it gets you a little more demographic feedback on how your ad does and such, you can create a Facebook pixel here. It's a little complicated. You just go to YouTube and search how to set up my Facebook pixel. Pick a date range that's maybe someone created this video within the last 3 to 4 months would probably be best, and then you can learn how to do it. We don't have time enough to show you how to do that today, but you do want to set up a Facebook pixel. You don't have to, but it's good if you do. You can do more. Okay, I don't want to click confirm because this is going to put this in review to add, and I got to get permission from Steve before I go promoting that. But basically what I just shared with you is how to do that, is how to go ahead and create not so much how to create the listing in RealBird. You guys have been in here on the training enough to know how to do that, but it's how to be able to leverage what Facebook has to offer. So in your RealBird area, you can post directly to Facebook from here. I'm inside RealBird listing marketing. We saw the single property website, but you can post from here. You can post a landing page. If you don't want to give them that much information, you can post from there. You can post in your timeline. You can there's like many different ways that you can put content inside Facebook. I showed you how to create an ad today, how to quickly be able to share a post. So I know that was a lot of detail. You will have to hook up your, like I said, a credit card to your Facebook account. And I recommend that you, for your campaigns, that you watch them. Take a look at it. Don't just turn them on for a week or so and let them run, and then all your money's gone, and you didn't get any prospects. You didn't get anybody clicking or answering. Watch your Facebook. I've seen the agents set up a whole bunch of ads and run and put the limit for $60 on each of them. Come back, 3 weeks later and without managing them, and there goes your bank account. So it's be targeted. Take the time. I know this is a bit of detail, but I think it's good to be able to learn. This is where people are. Are everybody on Facebook? No. Here's one thing I learned. Not everybody's on Facebook, but even older people are on Facebook, and not everybody is on there, but most people are, and the people that are spend a lot of time. It's a great place to pull an audience from, to promote what you have to offer. Here's what I found: a lot of people might be on their relatives' Facebook, and they'll still use it, but they'll use it under the relative's name. My daughter's a cop. She's a deputy, and she doesn't have a profile on Facebook, but she uses mine when or her friends or whatever, anyway. So the idea is Facebook is about relationships, because everything's tied. Even though it's his business side of Steve Adams, it's still connected with his personal side of Steve Adams and his wife, Karen. So the idea is it's an audience that can be taken advantage of to be able to get, that sounded bad the way I said it, to get people in front of what you have to offer. And I think you should be in Facebook more than Google. I think your money will go farther, and you can target a heck of a lot better. So those of you that want to, obviously, you're going to be able to get a copy of this webinar, because I think as soon everybody that's registered for it's going to get that, right, Gabe? They're going to get a copy so they can, because this was probably one of the most detailed webinars, trainings we've done in a long time, and because I think it's important that you're leveraging these marketing dollars. Go ahead. You're going to say something, Gabe, but so I.
Well, I was just saying that most of the webinar up to about 10 minutes ago the screen was fuzzy. So I think what we'll do, I'll check the
Okay, resolution there.
recording because maybe that worked out. But if it didn't, then we'll repeat this webinar and we'll also. We haven't talked about Google, and I mean, you haven't talked
It's hard.
about
There's
Google.
so much to cover. It's hard to do.
So maybe we should just somehow read, because this is important. This is really the way to make money on, right? I, automatic syndication has become a fairly weak proposition for lead generation. I mean, it's there, it's easy, everything, but since the world is awash in listings and you never know these these destination sites what they do now. Zillow is only taking MLS based feeds, just like Realtor.com and Homes.com and some of the other ones.
Yeah, you got to do your own. You got to do your own distribution of your listing.
Exactly, you have to do your own.
You have to market it yourself.
Yeah, and Facebook is the best targeting machine. As I said earlier, the cost per lead is much less than Google. I'm not discounting Google. I'm just saying that Facebook is a really good alternative, or maybe Google is a good alternative to Facebook. So we should repeat this. And there are other ways also to generate leads. There's mobile and all these things. I think you guys need to sort of like take a look at from the perspective from the outside, because what I invariably find with agents is that they look at it from the inside out, and then they missed it, really where are the people who can be good potential clients for them, and how do you find them? And the MLS is definitely an important part, but it's not it's for involving other agents. The MLS has nothing about your brand or anything. And Facebook is actually a good one. So this is an important webinar. I shouldn't talk that much. We should repeat this at one point or other. Next week, Friday, I think we're going to schedule a good guest speaker. And so watch our webinar page. It's not set yet, but we'll post this on Monday or Tuesday. If we can't make it by then we're going to delay the webinar. But there's this lady who is working with expireds, and she has found a really good way to connect and get local new buyers from that. It's not Janie Coffey, it's somebody who worked with Janie, and Janie taught her these things, and then she put her own spin on it, and we're going to try to bring her in for this.
Yeah, I look forward to those times that you're sharing that kind of content. Very powerful. Normally folks would pay money to get that help and that kind of training. Thank you, Gabe. Thanks everybody for coming to the webinar. Thanks for being patient with our zooming in capability. Hopefully the recording's better, but come back again. We're here to help you be successful in what you're doing. Thanks everybody. Have a great day, and we will talk soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.